Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building. It's another year over at the Derrick Coleman DC Elite Summer League, Groves High School in
What's
Birmingham.
happening,
A
baby?
year, just like that.
Man, it don't wait for time. Don't wait for anybody.
And,
Turn that volume down a little
yeah,
bit for me.
yeah, I got you covered. I
Yeah.
got you covered. Yep, we're right back at it again.
Yes, sir.
And talk about what the year has been like from the last DC Summer League to where we are right now.
Well, for me, I always look at how do we get better in what we're doing, especially in the game of basketball. I had the opportunity to get on the Zoom with probably 25 other coaches that, are participating in the league.
This is before the Summer League started?
This is before the Summer League started.
Okay.
Because I just love to get their input on what do they see, how do we improve, how do we get better. If there's it's never no problem, but even if there is a problem, we got a solution, for that problem. So I like to just sit and have conversations with them for all of their, input.
Are you
and
surprised
what we're
at
doing.
some of the feedback you get?
No, it's really basketball related.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something that all of us have been engaged in, a part of all our lives,
Yeah.
And for me, it's about etiquette.
Okay.
So I share with them all the time. Hey, man, no hats on the bench, 2 coaches.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get them to understand that because you never know who's sitting in that stand watching.
That's right. Let me ask you this,
Yes.
On that call of those 25 coaches, the statistics got to be that some of those guys didn't really grow up, with you, or they were much younger than you. Do you see some guys with their eyes a little big on the call because they on this call with the man?
A little bit, but I really look at it this way. People see me so much.
Sure. You
That
are
I'm just Derrick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you're
And that's the way, I like it. But the young fellas, they'll on the call, on the private chat, yo, dang, man, I was watching you and I was like 12, you know what I'm saying? I say, hey, man, it's all love, man. But again, I just look at how do we make Michigan basketball or bring it back the way it used to be.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to do that is by being in this element and playing the game of basketball, man. Iron sharpens iron.
You got to get out here and play.
You got to play the game. And I think our kids now really think that it's given to them. It's not earned.
Well, I mean, you see,
that's killing us. Social media kills our kids.
They get somebody to record their games, show their highlights, and they get some likes, and then that's what you're competing with. I noticed Marv. Shout out to Marv. You guys were sitting talking a second ago.
Been my friend, man, since we've been kids, and from high school.
And you guys were talking about what you didn't see. You said some basic stuff you didn't even see.
Well, we've gotten away from the game. I didn't even see a kid pump fake the whole time out there playing
off
the game.
Pump fakes, weren't you?
Come on, man. And that's what Mar was. And Mar was in it like D. Every time you called it right here on the base, I said I was a baseline bandit. I love to shoot the baseline. I said, but Mar, when I give him a pump fake and he bit, I'm 2 dribbles to the hoop and I'm putting it on your head. And I just don't see that. I just feel like we've gotten so far away from fundamental basketball, basic basketball. And that's the sad part. Like, we don't have, I'm looking at Jim, who has a skill set.
Yeah, let's break it down some more. Let's talk about that because you always get great viewership on the platform. I appreciate you always coming out. Why is it when you have coaches who've been to every level in some regard, who quote unquote should know better, are they being held hostage by the parents or whoever else, but they can't coach the kids like they need to? And I'm not getting on the parents. I'm just trying to figure this out.
But you can't hold me hostage as a coach, and you a parent. Because if you feel that you can do better than what I'm doing, well, why are you not doing it? Or, come on, man, take your kid and get out my gym.
Yeah.
So we've gotten away from the tough love.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't matter what our kids do in this gym. And I tell them all of that. I stress it all the time. Hey, man, what you gonna do when you walk outside these doors? That's life for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got to prepare you for that.
Right.
Hey, man, this is basketball. We're going to learn the game of basketball, but how I prepare you to become a young man?
Right.
How I prepare you for society? How I prepare you to go to college? How do I prepare you proper etiquette to act?
Right.
So, see, basketball does all of that. And when I look at a lot of our guys, they're not preaching or teaching that. And they're not bettering themselves, like with coaches' clinics and stuff like that. I can't go to a coaches' clinic and we're sitting in the hotel or whatever have you, we having a forum. You need coaches in the gym. I need to put a board up and whatever coach, hey, everybody sitting in the bench. And any questions that you got, I'm going to diagram it on the board for you. I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to break it down to you and get you to understand the concepts of what we're talking
With
about.
those coaches' forums and those clinics that you talk about, so many times it seems like some coaches are afraid to be exposed and they don't want to show up. Why do you think guys don't take advantage of those resources like they can?
I have no idea, man.
Or you have people outside of the Metro Detroit area coming in and heavy, and they'll see it, you know. But a lot of the faces that we know, we don't know.
I have no idea why is it like that. I couldn't be coaching at UAD, Eastern, Wayne State, Oakland. I couldn't be coaching at none of these colleges and not winning, because I still feel that the talent level is here in Detroit.
Yeah.
And a lot of the coaches that we have that don't even recruit our kids.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the sad part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying about it? Because you're not even giving our kids the opportunity. You bring kids in from everywhere else when you got kids right here in this city.
So is there this blanket idea about Detroit, Metro Detroit kids that they're getting a bad rap right now?
I wouldn't say that we're getting a bad rap. I just say that we're not producing the way we used to produce.
Okay, so it's
we become one-dimensional, and you just see it by me sitting here at the summer league. Your offense, all 4 or 5 guys are standing on the 3-point. That ain't basketball. But see, but again, you're watching it from a pro level, right, to a college level, all the way down to the high school, even down to the little kids, the middle school and elementary kids. Everybody's standing on the line thinking they Steph Curry. But I explain them all the time. I have a picture in my phone. I show kids all the time. So you see this? This is Steph Curry sitting on his dad's lap when he's probably about 6, 7 years old. So this kid has been around the game of basketball his whole life. When I played in Charlotte and Dale was on the team with us, we used to put Steph in the drills with us when he was a kid. He's been around the game of basketball. So you're seeing a finished product. You're not seeing what it took for him to get to where he's at now.
So maybe the biggest misrepresentation of Steph Curry is his size. Because if Steph was your size doing what he was doing, people would get it. But he's been doing this for so long.
He's been doing it for so long.
So they look at it, oh, this is just a little guy that can shoot. Like,
no, he's put the work in.
And he's still doing it, even with the Game 4 performance that he had.
He's put the work in the gym, though. He's been in here.
He's been in here. That's
a lot of kids don't want to do that. Think about it. We just watched the game, right? Every kid that's got through playing, they got flip-flops on.
They done. It's a wrap.
They done. I just want to play one time. You're going to spend more time at home on the game than you will spend in the gym working on your game.
Is that just the new culture that we have right now?
It's a sad culture. It's sad. And that's why I tell kids, too. I said, man, y'all just like it. You don't love it.
Just like it. You don't love it.
You don't love basketball. Because if you love basketball, ain't nobody got to tell you when to go play it. You know what I'm saying? I slept with my basketball. If I was sitting there having a conversation with you 30 years ago, I'm dribbling my basketball talking to you.
Got to rock with
you. You know, look down the bench. You don't see kids sitting on the bench. Look, on their phones. You know what I'm saying?
Too.
If I'm sitting on the bench right there and I'm watching these guys play, I'm dribbling the basketball between my legs.
And when you do see those types, it end up being that one kid that has had success that you know, and it's just a different element.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, a lot of times it's okay for them not to be successful because society gonna love them just as much? They can just say, hey, I played ball. It's not the same badge of honor that you had and we had growing up.
But again, the game of basketball teaches us so much, you know, camaraderie. Just like you walk in the gym. And we see guys that we ain't seen in a whole year. But basketball does that.
You couldn't even pay for that feeling.
It brings all us in. And so only a person who's played sports can really understand that.
Yeah.
I can go without seeing you a whole year, and I see you today, and it's just like I saw you yesterday.
Yes, sir.
But that's a camaraderie we have through sports.
Yeah.
Not just basketball, baseball, football, soccer, lacrosse, whatever you can play.
I agree.
But for the average person, they don't understand that about us.
So talking about that, we talk about from whence we came, and look at what you've done, not just being here at Birmingham Grove. You've developed a great partner in Beaumont Hospital.
Yes.
Talk about how great they've been, and talk about the new things that's been added to you guys' program.
Well, for me, with Beaumont, you know, the first 2 years of COVID, we didn't do anything.
Right.
And when it lightened up a little bit, you know, and everybody was calling me because now everybody's antsy. They was like, man, you're going to do the summer league. And there was some other guys doing summer leagues. And I'm like, I am never going to put parents, kids, families in harm's way.
Right.
That's not who I am.
Right.
I'd rather not do it at all. If I can't do it right, I'm not going to do it, regardless of the fact. And when everybody was calling me and talking about it, I just happened to be watching the news, and I seen Beaumont on the news talking about their demographics and what they were trying to do to bring exposure and knowledge about COVID.
Right.
And when I saw that, I reached out to them. I said, hey, that demographics you guys are talking, that's my demographics.
What's a pretty
Those
good
are
thing
all
when you
my
can
kids.
say your name and people pick up and the calls get pushed through, you know, right? That helps, doesn't
Well,
it?
hey, man, I'm humbled by it.
Yeah. But that's
humbled by
great.
it.
That's a great way to use your platform.
Yes, and again, it's always about broadening our platform
Sure.
to enrich the lives of others.
Sure.
So when I had a conversation with them, they were like, Derrick, I mean, we would love to, but we don't have that exposure. We don't have nobody to lead that charge. And I said, well, I'm going to lead it. And I said, I have a demographics already.
Yeah.
These are kids. And I said, look, man, I lost one whole generation of my cousins to COVID. You know, like, if I really sat down, I probably lost over 200, 250 people that I know personally. You know what I'm saying, to COVID. And you know my man Tone Tover,
Yeah.
you know, just left my house a week before all of that even happened, man.
Yeah.
Still bothers me to this day.
Yeah.
So with them coming on board last year and being able to test all the kids, and the reason that we do the testing is because the summer league is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So kids are still leaving Friday, right? And they're going to different country cities and playing AAU basketball. With no testing or anything that's going on.
Right.
So I always say I would hate for one of those kids to come back Monday and come in this gym and play and give COVID to somebody in here and then take it and affect somebody else.
Because if it wasn't for the testing here, a lot of these kids probably wouldn't get tested.
Would probably never get tested. Yeah.
That's huge.
So that is a huge part, again, of what we're doing and being able to expand on that.
Let me ask this question, too, staying with that. Do you think the times that you've been at the door, because I know how you like to spend time all around, do you think because it's your event, a parent or a child in particular may be more likely to be okay with taking the test compared to anyone else?
I would hope so.
Because of the cultural connection, because
I would hope so.
Your face
and
your
again,
brand.
If you remember last year, I told the whole story, you know, about COVID and what I've been going through personally, you know, with it, with my friends and with my family. So I hope that really made the light bulb click on in a lot of those parents and a lot of those kids' head to understand, like, hey, man, we really need to take this serious. And even now to this day, the numbers are still spiking.
Still goes. There's a whole new variant that's coming through, despite everything else. It's something that we're dealing with. Also with that, you got two people in blue jerseys on the side, polos.
The trainers.
You got the trainers. Talk about the trainers being part of
So
what's
again,
going on.
you know, I'm always looking to better the program and what we're doing. And last year, we had two kids diving for a loose ball and they bumped heads.
Wow.
So one kid had a gash over his eye. The other kid had a Flintstone knot.
Man.
And those young ladies that are outside are nurses.
Sure.
So they were able to come into the gym, make sure everything was good. And the best thing about it, though, bro, is that Beaumont's right down the street. So we got anything serious, the hospital is 3 minutes.
Sure.
Right? So when I'm sitting there and looking at that, I say, yeah, I need to get trainers in here, you know. And when we were talking about this year, I said, hey, you know, you guys got trainers. We need somebody on staff in the gym just in case somebody does, you know, get hurt. A kid want to take their ankles or whatever have you. And they was like, Derrick, yeah, we can help you with that. And I said, man, that's great. But again, enhancing what we're doing. You know, one thing with me with the Summer League is really to be able to be, I consider us the best in what we do, but to have the wraparound services that our kids need.
Yeah.
And even last year, I mean, we had the screen on and we talked about mental health, which affects a lot of our kids, you know what I'm saying, to this day. We talked about diabetes, which affects us, you know what I'm saying. Hey, man, I had a regular heartbeat myself, you know what I'm saying. So we're talking about heart rhythms and arrhythmia. I mean, we talked about colon cancer, everything that affects us. We were able to discuss and talk about and market and advertise in this gym.
So, Derrick, it seems that next to the barbershop with our culture experience, there's not too many other places, maybe the church, that you can have all those discussions and people have their guard down and they're open to it. Compared to, you know, that is that just what this basketball hoop culture and your brand allows to happen?
I think so. Again, it's nothing without the people that you see here today. And the greatest thing about it is that we've been friends for so long.
Yeah.
And I just feel that all the guys, that know me and I know they know, like, hey, man, Derrick is going to always be 100 with us.
Yeah.
And everything that's going on. If it's
Hey,
a
he
problem,
gonna tell you how you feel about something.
well, yeah, but we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I say all the time, it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
And no matter what we do. So if there is a problem, I always look at it as it's not a problem.
But Derrick also, too, and I say that as a compliment.
Yes.